Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Lauren and today I am going to be choosing books for my March TBR. So apologies for not getting a video out until now. Where I live has been very overcast. The weather here is super weird right now. I actually live in a pretty warm part of the country, but we have 6 inches of snow on the ground right now, which is crazy. Insert video of my adorable dog, Fred, running around in the snow. He's a little confused by it, but I think he's having a nice time hopping around and being cute. Anyhow, so I obviously rely on natural sunlight for my videos. So overcast days have meant no filming. That's okay, we're back now, and today it's that time of the month to draw books for my March TBR. Essentially what I do is I just pull them out of a jar. I pick 5 books a month, which I tend to read more than that, but it's really nice to only have 5 that are like the must read, like the obligatory, the ones that I really have to get to. This is my jar. It is a star jar. They're those little paper, I think they call them like good luck stars or something. Whenever I want to read a book, I put it on a strip of paper, fold it up into a little star, and put it in my jar here. If a book is on my TBR for too long, I will lose interest in reading it. So I like to keep them color-coded so that I know which ones I need to get to sooner and cycle through so I don't give up on ever reading them. So here we go, first draw. See here, the blues have been in here for a really long time, so I think I am going to try to get one of each of those. Actually, I have a light blue and a dark blue right here, one of each. So let me open the dark blue one first. All right, Catherine House. So I am absolutely terrible at describing books, and the reason is because I generally will read the synopsis one time, decide if I want to read it, put it in my TBR, and I never read it again. From what I understand, Catherine House is a dark academia book about a girl who gets accepted into this school that supposedly turns out like very influential people into the community. So like celebrities, actors, politicians, stuff like that. But the catch to it is that you have to give a certain amount of time. I think it's like a few years of your life, and you can't leave and you can't take anything with you. And so I think that this young woman ends up in this school, and I think she is enjoying it at first, but eventually she starts to feel really trapped in there, and the drama unfolds from there. I have heard that this is a pretty strange book, which I love strange books. So yeah, super excited for Catherine House. The second book that I'm gonna draw, or the second book that I drew, is the light blue star. So here we go. I'm gonna open up the light blue star and see what this is. If I can get it open. Oh, okay, A Deadly Education by Naomi Novik. This is actually really funny. I didn't realize this until now. I think I have quite a few dark academia books on my TBR at large. And I've read a couple recently, and I'm in the middle of an academic story right now. So we're going with it. This is what I'm doing right now in my life, I guess. A Deadly Education, I believe, is about a magical school. So a school that students go to hone their magical abilities, I guess. And I think that the thing with this school is that there are maybe monsters and sort of malicious paranormal beings that are trying to kill the students or something. And so the goal is to stay alive, essentially, and be able to graduate. So yeah, Deadly Education, super excited to read this. Third draw here, let's do a red. Ah, there's one right there. Red star. right there. Kind of looks orange, but it's actually red. Station 11, excellent. I've got it on my shelf right behind me. Let me grab it. All right, Station 11, Emily St. John Mandel. My friend got me this for Christmas, and if you're watching, if you're ready to buddy read this, let's do it. I know that you wanted to read this together, so super excited that I drew this. I believe that this is a story, a post-apocalyptic kind of story, and there's a traveling theater group that performs Shakespeare plays in this sort of apocalyptic future world. The reviews on this are excellent. People seem to love this book, so Station 11, super excited to read this. Yeah. Okay, fourth draw. Let me do a pink maybe. Well, if I can get those stars back in there. Got a dark pink. Dry by Neil Schusterman. Okay, that is another, I don't know if it's so much post-apocalyptic, but kind of apocalyptic. I believe it's set in maybe California, and the water has run dry. I don't know if it's through that one state or if it's rampant throughout the country or what. And the characters are trying to get water and stay alive. So really excited to read this. I'm a Neil Schusterman fan. I've read The Ark of Scythe, which I really enjoyed. I also read Everlost, which was a really crazy and fun book, something that I've never read. I've never read anything like it before. So really excited to get to Dry by Neil Schusterman. Okay, my fifth and final draw. Oh, all right, how about I do the light pastel pink? That was one of the first ones that came out. There is the light pink. Let's see what this is. Nice. Warbreaker by Brandon Sanderson. Oh, this is super cool. Okay, I also have this one on my shelf right here. I'm super excited I drew this, and this is why. This is a fantasy book, and it has a magic system based around color and pulling power and energy from the color and the objects around the characters. And I am a designer. I am a designer by trade, and so any sort of magic system based on visual elements, I find it really fun and intriguing to read. It gets me really wrapped up in the story. So so a color-based magic system in Warbreaker. And I believe the story has something to do with a couple princesses who are supposed to get married to, I don't know, some noblemen or something, and are kind of fighting that fate. And of course, other drama. But yeah, this is really exciting. I think this is also one of Brandon Sanderson's, one of his older novels. I love the way that he writes. I've read the Skyward and Starside, so I'm excited to read something else by him, a fantasy novel by him. So fifth and final book, Warbreaker. So the last thing that I want to mention, I realized that for the past 2 months, that I have sort of, for January and February, unwittingly participated in the Buzzwordathon. I wasn't trying to do it, but I'll put the sheet up here so you can see what all of the challenges are for the year. But the first challenge was, I think, the word dream, and I read The Dreamers. And then the second one was a color, and I read Red Rising for February. So I'm just like, I'm kind of in it now, even though I didn't mean to be. So the third is Time, which honestly, she says you can sort of play it loosely. You don't have to necessarily do the word in the title or anything like that. It can have anything to do with time. If it's the concept of the book, if there's a picture of a clock on the front, just sort of anything having to do with time. So if I get through all 5 of these books, which I probably will, I am going to find another book that has something to do with time and just jump into this challenge because why not? So I think that is going to be it for me today. Thanks for coming to hang out with me while I picked my March TBR. Apologies if I didn't do the best job describing these books. I'll put links down in the video description box so you can click through and learn more about them if you're interested. Also, what are you going to be reading for the month of March? I would love to talk to you about that down in the comments below, so just let me know what you're planning on reading next month. If you enjoyed this video, I hope that you will like it and possibly subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!